All right, everyone, here we go with the Friday reading. I'm still getting settled here. This is crazy town this morning. All right, here we go. Get it together. All right, here we go. Friday reading. What are they thinking and feeling? Who are they? I don't know. Could be the grocer at your store you got a soul connection with. Or it could be a family member, a friend, a runner. You know who you're here for. We'll see. I can't guarantee that's the person that you can want all kinds of things. I don't know who's coming in here. But somebody's attached to you for sure. Let's shuffle the deck. Let's do it. General reading may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in, here you found Steve Lovecherry here for a reason. This reading is timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it, because I'm not the fucking warlock on the hill, am I? Right? You're all moving at different speeds on your timelines. I'm not a time lord, you know. One card for each sign. I'm just dividing the soulmate cycle into 12 pieces. There's text at the top of the description that explains why there's no timestamps here, because you're all part of a cycle. Everything is energy. Everything is connected, and you're all part of a soulmate cycle. So you're stuck in the same room together no matter what. No matter what your fucking sign is. All right? It is what it is. The soulmate, the party's got a theme. You either are loving it or you're not. I don't know. I'm not sure I dig the theme of this party, I will tell you. The Knight of Wands is the overall energy of everything that's going to fall on the table. Somebody thinking about doing something. Well, no. Somebody not thinking about doing something. This girl right here, she make impulsive decisions, right? This is the bang in the back alley kind of on a whim, right? You said hello, you met in line at Starbucks, and the next thing you know, let me tell you. It's a bit of that. Somebody here is going to do something on a whim, or they're thinking about it. It sounds weird to say that, because it's a reading about what they're thinking and feeling. Somebody thinking about doing something on a whim. I know it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It's very confusing. It doesn't make look. I mean, it is what it is. I get a little bit of depression off of this. I get boredom. When people are bored, they do crazy things. When people are depressed, they do crazy things. If they dip in their depression, they push away the best things in their life. I don't know. But that's the energy that's fueling this. Somebody's done with, I'm tired of always playing it safe. I want to bang somebody behind a Starbucks. Somebody's thinking about it. And there she is. We didn't know that was there. Backs up my energy read. She thinking about it. Male or female? It's a she on the card. I got to say she. Right here. Our story begins with Aries, position 1. Ends with Pisces, position 12. Never mind the sign names. They're just for reference. I would just look at it as numbers 1 through 12. All right, just splitting a cycle into 12 pieces. About 9 out of the 12 should resonate. This is very interesting. I like this. I do. Okay, let's go. Aries, position 1. We don't clarify this reading. Tomorrow we ask what actions they're likely to take, and we clarify. That's a sun card. I was waving it in your face. It's a sun card. It's nice. I mean, our story begins with somebody here who just, they're bored out. This is always the card that's most closely related to the overall energy. Doesn't matter what your sign is. I know I said Aries, position 1. I explained we're all in the same room together. Okay? We got Aries in here. We got Libra in here. We got Scorpio in here. Right? If Gemini farts, which you know they will, we're all going to smell it. Okay? We're all going to smell it the same. Although, you know, Capricorn may like it. I don't know. But somebody here, again, somebody just has... they're just so bored. They're just so whatever. They just want to do something crazy. They feel like, didn't this come up in a recent reading where I said people have nothing to lose? They feel like they have nothing to lose by reaching out to you. Yeah. When all your dignity is gone, when all your whatever, I mean, that was always my policy. You know, I mean, try one more time. What do you got to lose, right? She said no the first time. Well, try again. Just try once more. You go a little more than twice. It gets a little call the police creepy, but you know. All right. Somebody here just tired of being bored, going to try something impulsive. Taurus, position 2. 8 of Wands, communication. These are all tied together. I mean, we're all part of a cycle. What's happening is communication, forward movement from somebody who's just tired of not banging behind Starbucks. I'm playing it too safe. I'm playing it too safe. You know. Somebody thinks they're playing it too safe, and they're about to take a chance. But what's funny is they are thinking about it. You know, but again, there's a fast, we didn't know that was there. There's a fast energy underneath it. All right, somebody wants a message of change is the Knight of Swords. I mean, somebody's about to take some fast, impulsive action here. Gemini, position 3. King of Cups. This is a King of Cups energy where somebody normally, I'm drawn to the shirt. Somebody normally wears muted kind of things, you know, just like blacks or browns, earthy kind of tones maybe, you know, that olive green kind of color, khaki kind of color, right? That kind of thing. Now, today, red shirt. Okay, somebody's trying something different here. Trying to see what would happen, right? And I know they held on to the feelings for too long because that card started out with brown hair. It's gray now. Okay, somebody held out a little too long. Held on to their feelings a little too long. Somebody is really feeling it, and they're feeling like they want to do something different here. I don't know that this energy has the bravery to do it. It feels a little controlled to me. But we'll see what actions they take tomorrow in the weekly reading. Everybody's person apparently here is thinking about their feelings for you. Or thinking about why they denied them. You know, why they didn't do something, why they don't take more chances. I think they're thinking about themselves in relation to their feelings for you. In other words, why am I such a stick in the mud? Right? Why do I portray, and some of your, you know, like runners, for example, I know, I get it all the time. My runner's not a stick in the mud. They go out, they party, they're a player. I get it, I see it here. Right? But then why are they so afraid of you? You know, why do I put out this image that I'm great when really I'm just this in private, hiding in a corner? A lot of times a player type energy is hiding a lot of insecurities. It's an act. It's phony. It can look very real. It can, because it's very surface energy, right? If they play it right, it can look very real. Cancer, position 4. The hot spot of the connection cycle. This is why it's such a tough room. You know, it bookends the sun. It's the Knight of Pentacles. How do I phrase this without sounding corny? You've made somebody stop in their tracks. Somebody has stopped in their tracks over you. Okay? This is not forward movement in this case. It's everybody's person is like, is this girl in the yard? Okay? They know the rainbow is there. They're thinking about themselves, but they're using your connection to analyze themselves and why they're such a chicken shit. Okay? It's a bit of that. Now, again, don't take me literally. You just have to catch my drift. It may play out slightly different for each of you. You're all dealing with a different person, but that's the basic idea of what's going on. And I think they make an impulsive action. I think we got a lot of ants in the pants energy here, ants in the pants energy here. This girl has ants in the dress. That's why she's like that. Oh, get them out, right? I mean, but what the hot spot is telling us is everybody here is a bit of that. You've caused someone to pause their life for a moment. And that's cool. Your connection has caused someone to hit pause on their life. I mean, don't hit it too long, but it is often good to contemplate sometimes, you know, before we do something stupid, right? All right, Leo, position 5. Leo soap opera. What's this person doing? What is this energy? What is it? Ah, fuck me. Ah, it's the Emperor. Well, you know, this is a stubborn person. This person pisses me off. I love this person's soul. I tell you all the time in the Leo soap opera that I do. But they are so stubborn. They're expecting, they're feeling everything I'm talking about. Stopped in their tracks. You made them pause and look at their life. And they're like, well, if it's meant to be, they'll come to me. No, it doesn't. No. Because you're sitting in the middle of toxin. That Papazon chair is in the middle of a toxic living room in the Leo soap opera. They're back on that again. Well, if soulmates, Steve said that soulmates, a good way to tell someone's a soulmate is they keep coming back. I don't mean that necessarily physically. I mean you can't forget them, right? So yeah, you're coming back. They're thinking about you, but they seem to think that, you know, whatever. I mean, if you want to approach this person, you can. It's a waste of time in this Burger King energy. All right, Virgo, position 6. I mean, it's an unhealthy energy. It just is, you know. Chariot. Sometimes my wild card spot, sometimes you guys show up here. It's not you this time. It is red with this. I got the colors here. They even match. I got a little bit of the sun coming in. Somebody's just, all of these people, it's just bullshit. You've got an energy coming back into your life. Or they're determined to. I don't see it moving. I don't see it going anywhere because the Emperor drives the chariot in this context, and it's feedbacking off of this and this and this and this and these four, and it's this stubborn energy. So somebody wants to reach out to you, baby, or at least ask somebody how you're doing, but I don't know that they're going to. We'll see what actions they take tomorrow in the weekly reading. We'll find out. All right, Libra, position 7, the 4 of Wands. I mean, you want me to say somebody is thinking about marrying you or asking you to marry them or something. Not really. Maybe somebody wants to borrow your tambourine. That's just as possible because that energy of somebody wants to marry you is not there. It is... You have an energy attached to you that's thinking that, I'm surprised we didn't end up together. I'm surprised we're not still friends. I'm surprised we're not closer. Whatever it is. Could be a family member, a friend, somebody you were banging. I don't know. That's what they're thinking. That's what the energy is. I know this energy well. Okay? You know. It's a very common energy. That's why. It's all over the place. Lots of people wondering why something didn't happen. You know, usually in the current energies that are around, it's because this Burger King energy and they can't admit that it's their fault. Maybe they did something wrong, God forbid, right? All right, everybody blame shifting in this energy, I'll tell you. Smart people look for solutions. Stupid people blame shift, all right? So keep that in mind if you're a blame shifter. Don't be a fucking blame shifter, right? I tell you, tired of it, man. There's so much of it out there. Right here, Scorpio. Hot Scorpios, position 8. 10 of Wands. You're heavy on somebody's mind. Somebody can't stop thinking about you. Somebody wishes you would go out of the way. You're living rent-free in somebody's heart and soul and brain, and they wish you'd pack your bags and leave, but they don't at the same time because they don't want you to go. I mean, that's what this should make for an interesting reading tomorrow, what actions they're going to take. I'll write that one down. I'll tell you. All right, Sagittarius, position 9, my Sagittarians. Sometimes separate from the cycle, actually, and sometimes part of it. I don't know. The universe sends me some crazy shit for you. I don't get it. Nobody else gets the energy I get for Sagittarius. I have no idea why. Same thing with the Leo soap opera, I think. I think I get the tough stuff. Okay, 2 of Cups. I know you want me to say somebody feels like you're their soulmate or you have a new contract coming in. Well, you kind of do. No. How do I say that without? It's. I get this Admiral Halsey from anyway. Anyway. It doesn't matter. It's a song that's in my head. Sure how to phrase that. Usually I get for you, I say it could be work or it could be love. This is self-love. In other words, there's an energy around right now where, and this is weird to say, you might be loving yourself so much that you're blocking out other energies, or you might be taking care of you or doing you so much that you're blocking out other energies. Now that can play out as you being an 8 swords too, so don't come at me, Steve. Don't come at me and say, Steve, I'm in 8 swords. I don't love myself. I fucking suck. Okay, well, first of all, stop saying that because you don't. But second of all, it can apply there too. It's all relative. You're balanced within yourself, but that balance within yourself it's too much. There's too much for anything to get through, right? You're holding your own hand. So lighten up your energy a little bit. If you're in 8 swords, I can't help you get out of it, only you can. Just be aware you're in it and maybe take a look at the world from a different angle. Maybe go talk to this girl, right? Maybe you don't want to go that far in that direction. She's going to get arrested for public intoxication, whether she is or isn't. But, something about that there. I'm not sure. But it's blocking a lot of energy. This is all you. That's why it was confusing. All right, it's very strange. You're your own soulmate right now. Very weird. All right, it's cool. It's fine. You're probably doing some of that dreaming I told you to do. Leaving the reality and using your imagination. It's fine. It's just a Friday reading, right? It's not the most powerful reading I do. It's tomorrow that counts. I tell you what. Or any of those all signs readings. All right. or the soulmate journey for that matter. Capricorn, position 10. Page of Pentacles. You taught somebody something without you realizing. You don't even know you taught somebody something. You said something that made somebody think. Maybe it's about the way they look. I often comment on this girl with her pants half down in a hoodie trying to fit in, right? Is it the right year? Is this what's in this year? I don't know, right? She doesn't know either. She's nervous, right? That being said, you taught somebody something. You said something about the way they look. You said something about their behavior. You did whatever, and you didn't know you did it, but they're processing that. And I think they're going to come back and thank you fairly soon. I don't know. I wouldn't expect thank you so much for teaching me something. They might just bring you a gift or something, or somebody might reach out and say they were thinking of you. That's usually, no one's going to admit that very few people will admit that you taught them something and thank you and all that kind of stuff. Very, very few. Okay? Unless you're somebody who does that sort of thing, then that's different. I get thankses all the time. But I'm talking about, this is just something you said to somebody. You may have even said it in anger or whatever. I don't know. Either way, they're processing whatever that is. Something you said. Okay? Or pointed out. Aquarius, position 11. My other wild card spot. Very interesting. I want to see what's here. The moon. You always get something very powerful lately. It was that tower last week in the weekly reading. I remember that fucker. You're coming across as mysterious to somebody. You're coming across as a mystery, but it's not working. Sometimes that's good and sometimes it's bad. This is bad. Okay? It's a little, I'm getting sort of the Minions, or the Despicable Me movie. Did you see that? The one where he tried to steal the moon, right? He had the big meeting and he tries to steal the moon and he opens up and he stands, and for somebody's got, I don't know if it's a misconception. I don't know why that's popping in, but it is. Somebody thinks it could be somebody thinks you're hiding something. Somebody thinks you're despicable, maybe. Somebody has you wrong. I feel like there's something, they find you mysterious, but it's not really working to your advantage. Sometimes that'll get you laid when somebody finds you mysterious, and sometimes people just look at you sideways. This is more of that sideways thing. There's nothing you could do about it. It's a soulmate you have attached to you. It could be somebody from the deep past. Okay, it could be somebody. It's also an energy that often reflects back at me. Somebody attached to you thinks you're up to something. Okay, it's like that. That's probably why the steel and the moon thing is coming in, right? All right. Pisces, position 12, always read with position 1 and 5, which you got a divine masculine that you make very happy, but seven, hell if they'll tell you. 7 of Swords. The energy is deceptive. I want to say somebody lied to you and they figured it out, but it's not the way it flows. Somebody's convinced that you lied to them. I'm not trying to call you a liar. I wouldn't. I love my 2 fish angle here. I love Pisces energy. I have a Pisces parrot. He's just a lot of fun, I'll tell you. But I think somebody is absolutely convinced and okay with the fact that you lied to them. How do I describe this? Because it's tied to this Sun card. They feel high and mighty because they feel like you lied to them. That's how it's tied to this. But it's not just that. It's that energy of somebody thinks that you lied to them. I think they're wrong. I think they got it wrong. But they're going to pretend that they're feeling high and mighty because they know something, and they're not going to let you know that they know. You follow? Okay, it's a bit of that. Okay, I don't think you did lie. I think somebody may have heard something wrong, or misinterpreted something wrong, or it behooves them, right? It's in their best interest to believe that you lied because they can't admit that they're at fault, which is possible, and I've already mentioned that energy once in this reading, so it is here. Right? All right, here we go. Blame shifting. Not something that's very good. Blame shifting is very bad. We don't solve problems by blame shifting, be it in the soulmate cycle or anywhere. All right, let's go. All right, let's have the universe add this up. Let's grab the witches. 3 cards and a bottom card. What's it all mean? What's it all mean? What are they thinking and feeling, universe? 3 cards and a bottom card. I like that energy in the Cancerian position. I know it's a wimpy card and kind of a bullshit thing, but stop somebody in their tracks. You made them hit pause on their life. Something about you or your connection. For a lot of you, it's something you said. I keep getting drawn to this 8 of Wands, and it really is feedbacking off of this Page of Pentacles here. You know? You might have told somebody to be a leader, not a follower. You know? You get this whole, kids like this like to dress like somebody else. They think they're all original, but they're really copying someone else's style. You know, that kind of a thing. And it's like if so-and-so, you want to say to this person, for some of you, you may have said something to the effect of, if so-and-so jumped off a bridge, would you follow? Right? Got a lot of that. Got a lot of that going on. Too much follower mentality out there. All right. Anyway, whatever. Perhaps something you said sunk in a little bit. I like that. That's good. All right. All right, let's go. Bottom of the deck. 3 of Wands. Again, everybody's person's looking at you. They all looking at you. You're on that ship. All right? They all looking at you. So, look, I'm telling you, there's a spying energy attached to this. What the hell's he doing? He's spying. He's got his little binoculars there in a moment. You can't see it. It's behind the cape of assholeness. But he's got some binoculars. You got bottomless buffet and topless dancing on there. Topless sunbathing. So, you know, give him a show. If somebody's watching you, give them something to watch. You know? Give them something to think about. 4 of Swords. 4 of Pentacles. Somebody's doing nothing. And it's all fear here in the Moon. It's all fear. Why is he up here and not on the ship? Why? Right? Because they're afraid. They're doing nothing because they're afraid. These are red, center, left, right. Somebody's afraid and holding back, so that somebody's afraid and they're doing nothing. Why? Because they're afraid. Because they're afraid of the unknown. Right? It is that energy. And it's very easy for people to shift blame in this type of energy. It makes them feel better. It's like a warm blanket. Well, at least it's not my fault. Right? Okay. Right. I mean, we're going to learn a lot over the next few years. Over the next half a decade. About 6 years. Well, a little more than that. Over the next 6 years or so. We're going to learn a lot about the difference between high vibration and low vibration. And I think the DMs here, the incoming energies that I'm getting, most of them DMs, I get that off the Emperor, are learning some lessons here. I think they're giving this some thought. Why am I still here? Why? Right? If my voice sounds raspy, if it gets a little Janis Joplin there, you could hear it kind of rattling. I'm only about 5 miles or so away from the Malibu fire. So, you know, at the end of the day, we've been breathing the particulate matter from that for quite a while here for the last few days. So it's pretty tricky. All right, that's your reading. I hope it was helpful. I've done my best here. All right, if you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. Good luck.